What's up, dudes? Holy shit. Let's fucking play some goddamn RuneScape. Out here on the open seas, training some sailing. And over here in the dungeons below Yanil, training, collecting some herbs for herblore training. I'm about to pop a protein shake. Taskbar settings. Let me hide my taskbar for you guys. All right. I am doing mercenary shipwrecks over here in the bottom left and doing some herblore training over here in the top right on 2004Scape. Yes, 2004Scape is a private server, but it's a good one. It's a recreation of the 2004 version of the game. Sure. Tithe Farm, huh? Hell yeah, bro. If I'm not mistaken, Tithe Farm is the best way to train your farming, like without doing daily farm runs, right? Is actually like the only way, right? Is like a consistent 60k XP per hour, if I'm not mistaken, right? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I still got to get the outfit, bro. That's what I need to fucking do. I got like 30 quests to do over here on OSRS, and then I got like I on 2004Scape. What's up, Osmi? My brother, man. How you doing? You're training some sailing, about to get, hopefully, my goal by the end of tonight before I go to bed is 80 sailing, you know. Hell yeah. I had about a beer today. What do you guys do for work, if you don't mind me asking? I have a couple I have what level am I in sailing? 77. Man, but I got a little. I'm gonna be up all night though, guys, so at least that's the goal. Oh shit. At least that's the goal. Oh damn. That's pretty cool. You know, good job. Good on you, man. Doing the right. Me? Oh, I'm on disability and I'm an entrepreneur. I do not make money from this YouTube channel, by the way, guys. If I ever make any money from this channel, it goes straight back into the channel, paying editors and stuff and putting like production value, you know, buying clip art for like videos and stuff, buying rights to music so I could use certain people's music in my videos. I'm actually lagging a little bit on my RuneScape over here. I just got a new computer. Mhm. Yeah. I had to private all my old videos because I would always talk about off-topic things in my videos, and it's really hard to identify like which videos. Like one of these days, I'm gonna have someone go through all my old videos and republish. Oh, I have to get a new cord for my other microphone. 04Scape compared to OSRS. 04Scape is pretty fun. You know, there's just not as much stuff to do. You know, I don't know. I'll make plenty more just like them, Scoober. I promise. I'm gonna keep for me to make videos on. I right. I don't know. 2004Scape compared to OSRS is like, you know, I love both games. I'm gonna price check. Let's see. What I'm actually gonna do. It's only 400K, and I need the fucking inventory space. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'll add you. Why not? I usually play with my private off, but what's your name on OSRS? A clan? Oh shit. Well, I'm a part of a clan called is like that's currently what I'm kind of doing right now. I might start a clan like I might do a clan like in the future. What's your name on OSRS, Scoober? Shay. Yeah, cool. Yo. Got you, bro. You know that like certain influencers that achieve like crazy levels of success in this YouTube space, you know, they don't have like the availability to do shit like that, but I still can, at least for right now. Um, well, I keep my private off because typically uh, is whenever it's because of the damn scammers at the Grand Exchange, really. Hey Ma, how you doing? Oh shit, I'm good. I accidentally, I'm doing and I walked away from the computer for a second. I'm on my boat on RuneScape right now, and I damn like I kept my boat running. My boat was running. I was while I was going to get the phone to pick up the phone to talk to you. Yeah, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine, but right. Good. Yeah. I woke up. I woke up today around probably 1:30. Took a nap. Mm, right. I don't remember what we had for dinner today. It was like probably what was it? I don't remember. It was okay. I think I did eat it, so nothing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So what do you want to do for your birthday? Oh, yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Right. That'd be good. I know. Getting old. Yes, they do. Everyone's good. I'm actually on a live stream for my RuneScape right now. All right. I love you. I'll call you tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye. Sorry about that, guys. It was my mom, my mother from another mother. What the fuck? This week, I'm gonna purchase the Rocky movies for my youth for on one of my YouTube channels. I'm gonna purchase the Rocky movies like one of these days. That's all we had back in the day, Scuba. That was like the motivational movie of the century was the Rocky movies. Bro, back in the day, it was like Rocky, and then Pumping Iron would come twice a year. the 1977 Mr. Olympia competition. There we go. God damn. Your support, being here is all the support I could ever ask for money on these streams. I've got money. I don't need. I just love you guys and your support, and it's been somewhat of a rocky road these past 10 years. Finding out that a lot of my friends from high school are not my real friends, and probably just be streaming on YouTube. What is better, Twitch or Kick for streaming? Probably Twitch, right? Oh, Kick has no ads. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Twitch has like more people on there. Oh, damn, man. Do you want me to unprivate my videos? Because I will. I will. I'll unprivate my videos. I'm kind of gonna, like, from now on though, I'm gonna keep the topic of RuneScape. But live streaming is different. Like, if anyone ever has a question about business or like weightlifting or anything like that, I will talk about that shit anytime you want. I'm just so happy that people are enjoying my videos, man. I'm very, very happy about that. Holy shit, is that 10 viewers? Jesus Christ. I've never had 10 viewers on my fucking stream before ever in my life. And they went just as fast as they came, but that was fucked up. There we go. Yeah, but the thing is, with my new microphone, I got to get a another new cord for my Blue Yeti or my Blue Yeti or Yeti microphone. No, it works, but it keeps coming plugged and shit. It's like not a good cable. I got to get like the official cable. What I have is a knockoff cable, and it like I got it. It works, but it keeps coming unplugged and shit. Like I've never had this before, where you have like an item, a cord that plugs into the computer, and if it comes unplugged even just a little bit, the microphone stops working. So I got to get a new one. What is an umbral frag? Oh, you can't see OSRS? Hmm. Um, oh, what the fuck? Just face cam? What the? How about now? What's up, Will J? How about now? Is it working now? Okay, cool. How many pets do I have? Just one, actually. Uh, I'm nearly maxed, and I've only got one pet. I've got 307 million XP and only one pet. But I don't do too much bossing and stuff right now. I've been waiting until max and 200 mil Slayer to start killing bosses and stuff. I will be doing boss Slayer though, like the bigger and better, not bigger and better, but like a better. I will be killing bosses whenever my Slayer task. Yeah. Whenever in Slayer, whenever you get assigned like a boss task, you could choose to do it or not do it. I will be killing bosses whenever I get assigned bosses for Slayer. I kind of what's up, Alan? How you doing, my brother? How y'all guys doing? Scuba, by the way, has been here since day one. He's my day A1 since day one. I'm probably about to add him as a mod on my how you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Fucking but yeah, I will be doing Boss Slayer. Situation calls for it. But I gotta get maxed before anything else, pretty much. I took a break from RuneScape, kind of on accident. Took a break from RuneScape. Got you, got you. I took a break from RuneScape because I got coffee spilled on my old computer, and you know, I don't have like a whole lot of cash, so. But you guys, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a like a demigod at business in real life, but my disability check prohibits me from making a shit ton of cash. So I keep money in assets for now until like I have to bring more cash into my life, like at just the right time, so that I don't have to wind up going back on disability and like fuck myself over, you know. I don't want that to happen. Y'all guys are fucking awesome, man. Somewhat of like a lonely 10 years for me, man. I've to find out that 80% of my friends from high school were not my real friends, and to find out that actually my girlfriend, like a couple of my girlfriends back then, were cheating on me a lot more than I thought they were. It has been like a weird 10 years where I've been like, what's up? What's up, brother? My brother, man. Another A since day one, man. My friends didn't do anything. It just they didn't have the same opinion of me as I had of them. I thought all this time that they were my friends, and I contacted Facebook, and it turns out that they basically forgot all about me after high school. You know, and as it turns out, my best friend from high school fucked my ex-girlfriend. So that shit is some fucking bullshit. Man, I've lost friends, family. Two of my friends died. Two of my friends from high school wound up passing away. One of them died in a motorcycle accident. One of them died from COVID-19. One of my old friends from my friend group is strung out on drugs in Florida. It's fucked up, man. I have like 5 or 10 or 15 people in my between maybe only like 10 people in my life that I could really call my fucking friend. And then I have you from my previous life, anyways. And then I have like you guys. So this YouTube channel and my fucking new like friend here that I made a YouTube channel, like Scuba and Matt and fucking all you guys. Um, you guys are like a second wind for me of like, just appreciate you guys so much. I've got, I've got, people, like hundreds of little buddies running around because I'm almost like a social butterfly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a social butterfly. Every time I go out, talk to like everybody, but no, in a way, but even them is like, it really served a valuable lesson for me that it's hard to really decide who's really your friend, you know. But I'm guilty too of like having like friends that I wound up actually fucking over and stuff like that. That's what happens when you get involved solely with people. Every now and then someone gets fucked over, and every now and then someone gets fucked over, and you know, some for the most part, it's been like 50-50. Like I've over a few times, and I fucked over my friends a few times. It's hard, man. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. You know, it's kind of hard to go your entire life without fucking somebody over on accident. You know, but I'm not that kind of person. But every now and then it does happen. You know, and it's bullshit. But that's the way that's the way it fucking goes. You know, That is very important. This method of training your herblore, if anyone is interested in 2004Scape, apparently there's only one way to get lockpicks. And if you need one, if you ever need one, just message me in game. You know, this is Lost City, aka 2004 RuneScape private server. But it's not really like a private server, is it? It's like, that's what they call it, probably to avoid like Jagex like taking down the server. Is a pound for pound literal recreation of the 2004 version of the game. And supposedly they're going to be updating the game all the way up until 2006. So I'm very excited to see the future of this server and where this server goes. You know, do not forget to download a copy of this server computer so that you can continue to play offline even after the server gets taken down, which I fully anticipate will happen. So how you guys doing? How come people keep coming into the stream and leaving? I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. Is it lagging or like what is going on? Trying to make some friends here, people. God damn it. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Don't forget to subscribe. This is, aside from my live streams, the videos that I upload on this channel are made to be very generic. My live streams, that's where I kind of showcase my personality and stuff. And the videos are just generic RuneScape guide videos, but contains the best possible information. Is made to be like an entire area of RuneScape. So if that's something that you might be interested in, consider subscribing. I just really started this channel like a few months ago. So, you know, I've been around the internet making RuneScape videos for probably 18 years. And this is the fastest I've grown on YouTube in 18 years. I once had a channel with like a RuneScape channel with like 500 subscribers. Then I lost the password to the YouTube channel. And I'm so pissed about this shit. I'm not the one that's going to feed your head with and withhold some of the best methods. Like maybe on 2004Scape, I have certain methods and some ways of doing things that I don't talk about right away. But once I'm pretty much done with the method, I will give you everything I know, you know, and it everything like right away. But for the most part, you know, 95% of What's up, viewers? So, do you guys have any questions about life or business or bodybuilding or anything like that? I am a certified personal trainer, by the way. I have the answers, guys. I'm kind of fat, not like fat, but like husky, you know. But if I wanted to lose weight, I could. I just, of how to gain weight, basically, in order to gain and lose weight, you have to figure out how many calories your body needs to maintain and figure out how many calories you're taking in over the course of like 2 or 3 months. Okay, 3,500 calories equals 1 pound of body weight. So measure your calories over the course of a few months. If you want to gain weight, increase your calories by 500 calories. If you want to lose weight, decrease your calories by 500 calories. It's not that complicated, guys. It's real foods like salad and fruit and vegetables and stuff, because those types of foods, because are you guys with me? Because hold on, because try to stick to like calorie light foods, because those types of foods will fill up your stomach without all the calories. Right now I'm up to about 263, but I'm pretty muscular. I would say I'm like 60-40 muscle to fat ratio. Percent fat. 55-45. Okay. I'm like a husky individual, but this is like quality fat on my body that I use to like eat a large amount of like high quality food for the purpose of building muscle and getting bigger, you know. God damn, dude, my fucking back, my upper back is fucking killing me, bro. Seems like people just pop into the stream for like 5 fucking seconds and then pop out. This is bullshit. Damn. I will grab my phone so that I could actually see the stream. So in case if it ever turns into a thing where you could only see the webcam or something, please let me know, because the stream keeps disconnecting. Because I only get 130 gigabytes of high-speed data. Okay. I got the stream open over here on my phone. It is so fucking sad that some people around the world still don't have like water and shit. You would think that the governments would have like figured that shit out by now, but it's almost like they try to leave it up to the people to decide like who we give money to for charity and stuff. Like, don't leave that shit up to me because I'm fucking broke. I have money, but even in comparison to the governments and I'm fucking broke. It's really like a numbers game. Yeah, I have and unfortunately, Mr. Beast. Well, yeah, he is real good. My thing is I like to invest my money where things can have a broader range of impact. I like to invest my money where things have a broader range of impact into like projects and nonprofit organizations that can have impact more widespread than just. I'm working on a project right now called the Free Degree. The Free Degree, is like a free 2 or 4 year like life skills college level certification that you could add for people that either can't go to college, they don't have the money or the privilege or the luck, basically, to be able to go to college. Because me personally, I'm a ride scholarship, like tuition. I was on the Pell Grant. I had a grant to go to college, and I dropped out. Because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. But some people are not bold enough to make that decision. My internet plan, yeah, is T-Mobile home internet. And yeah, once you exceed 130 gigabytes of 5G data, the internet speeds go down by like 20. I get like 20. What I'm working, you see right here, is like, right. But in T-Mobile, I live in a huge city, so from my understanding is T-Mobile needs to build like more towers. That's the issue. Is T-Mobile is working on building like more towers to support the amount of people in my city, unlimited data. They simply don't have the availability to be able to provide data. These rune cannonballs. So I pretty much reached the final stage in my in rune salvaging hooks. I may never upgrade to dragon salvaging hooks until I go for like 200 mil sailing. But I've got to let the price drop a little bit, you know. I've got to let the price drop a little bit. Unless you've got like, like hundreds of mil spare GP, you know. Is camphor like a hardwood seed? I want to check the farming skill guide real quick. Let me see. Holy shit. Camphor trees, ironwood trees. So basically, is that a hardwood tree? Rosewood, is that a hardwood tree? So we have a new meta for hardwood trees. Hardwood trees are some of the best fucking inventions on RuneScape. Is like every 3 is like a free 50k XP for farming. And bro, if you consider like the wood cutting XP, wood cutting method, if you grow like teak trees, is teak tree still good for wood cutting? I don't even know. But probably gonna like AFK wherever there's the availability to AFK. I like to AFK. So I'm probably gonna AFK like redwood trees all the way to 99 wood cutting. What's up, Tex? Thanks for the bro. Have a great night, brother. The bathroom, man. Gotta go AFK for a minute in a minute. Once I bank over here, I'll 4Scape. Nice. What did you get? The farming outfit or something? By the way, guys, I do not make money. I do not profit off of these YouTube videos. Whatever money I make from these streams and from my videos, I pump back myself, either with video editors or hell yeah. Yeah, I got to get that seed box, man. I got to get the seed box before I do merchant shipwreck salvaging. It's my internet. It's not your guys' internet, it's mine. Because I don't have a inline connection. I don't have a mainline internet connection. It just plugs right into the wall and my internet is provided via a SIM card. So it's not your guys, it's mine. What is the Greek collars can? What is that, like unlimited water or something? I would imagine it's unlimited, like watering can. Oh, 1,000 waters. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Hell yeah. That's going to come in handy. I don't consider you guys like my fucking friends, you know. It's a weird divide, and there will always be between between creators and the viewers. Will always be a weird divide between us, because basically, you know, there's a, you can't get too close to people until you really, really get to know them. And for you guys that enjoy me and like me, I'm more than happy to get to know you guys. And you guys are more than just like subs and views for me. You guys are like family almost, in a way, because I treat people like how I want to be treated. I treat people like fucking royalty. And oh shit. What is this? What was that? Oh, okay. What is this? That's bullshit. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna by the way, guys, I've got 13,000 bang, 4,000 nature runes. But I've got about 1 million cash. $13,000 rune essence, which equates to about 3 million cash, something like that, pretty close to that. 4,000 natures, 2,000 laws, more laws than I'll ever have any to do with. 1.2K chaos. nature talismans to last eternity, 3 sets of rune G, damn near 3 sets of regular rune, 71,000 willow logs, 4,000 lobsters, 1,000 sharks, 22K eddy arrows, 26K iron arrows, 122K bronze arrows, some sets of black d'hide, shitload of potions and stuff. 1.2K energy potions that I bought, by the way. I did not collect the herbs for this. I bought 1,000 of them. Let's see. And the rest of the bank is like a set of Gothics, you know. Gotta love the Gothics armor. Let's see. Two dragon square shields, 2 dragon battle axes, 2 and some games necklaces ready to be converted once the update comes out. Yeah, it's like a bunch of shit in here. There's not too much to you know, it's a very, very simple game. With whatever, like 100 or what is it, like few hundred bank spaces that we have on the game holds like every item that you'll ever need on the game. But if you're a big like clue scroll hunter or some shit like that, you like hunting clue scrolls, you know, you'll find that the bank space tends to run out like pretty quickly. But for the most of the shit that we really ever do on the game, an extra like 200 to 400 bank spaces to hold like every single item in the game would be nice. But you know, hold on a minute. I've got a major problem over here. I think I downloaded something to my phone storage accidentally rather than my fucking SD card on my phone. That is not good. And I blame Jesus for that. Curse you, Zamarok. I mean, what the hell? Damn. I've been fucking downloading something this whole time. That might be why my internet keeps disconnecting from the stream. I still don't understand how cell phones still only come with like 32 gigabyte storage. Like, I have storage, like floppy disks were like what, like, not even like a few megabytes of storage. And but now you can get micro SD cards with like 2 terabyte storage for like 15 bucks. How come my cell phone only comes with 32 gigabytes of storage? You're playing with me. Damn. So I can't even fucking, god damn it, dude. I've been downloading like a large file on my phone, like some movies on my phone for the past. Because my internet is literally that slow. The Rocky movies. And I decided I was just going to purchase them. But I don't know. I guess the Rocky movies are on Amazon Prime, you know. Kill the bat. God damn it. By the way, guys, 2004Scape, if anyone needs a lockpick, I have unlocked the method to get lockpicks. I have a few spare locks, and if you need one, I got you. I've got like 20 lockpicks in the bank, so. I watched Generation Iron the other day. If you're into bodybuilding on Tubi TV, the movie Generation Iron is definitely worth the watch. I click off of the movie, so you know that it's pretty okay. Usually I click, I'm not a big movie buff, you know. I usually click off of the movie, whatever movie. I like nonfiction stuff. You know, usually I find that I wind up clicking off of whatever movie after like 10 or 15. Apparently, regular attack potions versus like vastly different. There's only a difference of like +2. So to counterbalance the effects of my Dragon Battle Axe special attack, I'm probably just going to start bringing regular attack potions because those super attacks are going to come in much more in handy, much more. I when we start training Slayer, when Slayer comes out, probably going to be using those super attack potions. I'm pretty sure that my usage of potions, of attack potions, is going to outrun, or my gathering of Irids is going to outrun my usage of potions. But super attacks are only like 1K each. That price to go up to probably about. Show you guys what I bought from the grocery store. I bought some whole eggs. You know, I got some whole eggs over here. I've got like a whole fucking fridge full of eggs, like halfway full. And that's how I drink my protein now. I have protein powder, but I prefer to drink my protein shakes with eggs, just raw eggs, like Rocky, you know, Rocky Balboa, you know, just raw eggs with like Nesquik powder. here for flavor, so I'm not just drinking like raw, like nasty raw eggs, but you know, fucking yeah, like pretty much, yeah. So they said on 2004 they're going to be updating the game as much as possible. Pretty much like I only want the game updated until Dragon Plate Legs come out. Yeah, that's kind of my thing, you know. Update would be up until the Ava's device comes out. At that point, we'll have Fire Cape, Arrow's gloves, Fighter torso, all the way up until Ava's device comes out. And then the update after that is like God Wars and the Grand Exchange. But I don't think this game is going to make it that long. Long before the Grand Exchange ever comes out. You know what I'm saying? Because they are basically stealing the fucking game. If you guys didn't know, the reason why old school RuneScape even came out in the first place was because someone was going to release a 2006 of out of them. School RuneScape came out was when someone was going to release a 2006 remake of the game. Okay, so basically we're fucked over here on 2004Scape. This is a sinking ship over here, you know. So I'm probably going to take this account offline once Dragon Plate Legs come out, you know, because I don't really want Slayer. You know, I don't really want Slayer, actually. The early iterations of Slayer, the early versions of Slayer actually sucks ass. Like, Slayer got a lot better over time, but the original version of Slayer actually pretty much sucks. If you guys remember when Slayer came out, Slayer sucked ass. With the Lumbridge Swamp Dungeon and having like no like right click interface of like rewards tab to wait Slayer points and shit like that. Without all that shit in the game, Slayer is pretty much a trash skill. Like, it's cool, I guess, but you know, I'd rather like have the freedom to kill, which is probably mostly going to be like Chaos Druids, all the way until 99 in my combat stats, so that I can get 99 herblore. You know, but I have had to use the bathroom for like an hour now. It keeps like creeping up on me and then creeping back away. I don't even know. gonna elk this inventory of swords back. All right, I'll be right back. Jesus Christ. Ooh. God damn. Holy shit. I really just came to grab my phone. I still got to use the bathroom, guys. That is going to be like 2 more minutes, man. I'm very sorry. God damn. That was fucking terrible. Shit. So, yeah, the bank on 04Scape is looking pretty juicy right about now. It's not like I'm not like rich or nothing, but I've got like excess abundance of shit that I need, you know, and I'm really ready to start building kind of like a semi like Iron Man experience where like somewhat of like an Iron Man experience, you know, where I collect most of my resources myself. Whatever is, I've made 2.7 mil cash from alking all this shit. From mercenary shipwrecks. I learned my lesson on bringing was doing pirate shipwrecks. Sailing level currently is 77, is my lowest stat. To be fair, all my stats are like 90 plus except for sailing and prayer. When I max out all my other skills, I'm probably going to be spending bank on fucking prayer, which is going to be bullshit, but probably going to go with like baby dragon bones rather than regular dragon. I've been training a lot of thieving. I went from 23 to 36 million thieving XP in the past couple of weeks. I achieved 300, going for 200 mil all skills. Not on 2004Scape, obviously. Just going for max to bank on 2004Scape. But yeah, a maxed bank to me on 2004Scape is having every pretty much best in slot gear for everything, and rather every like useful item and a and resources and 1,000 plus of everything that you could ever need on the game. And yeah, I will not be playing this game like post max and post max. Just to have the account completed means that I have like placeholder sets of max gear, like at least like 3 or 4 sets of maxed gear. And my dream item is a yellow party hat to go with my standard yellow clothes and yellow cape and my outfit and stuff. But the shitty thing is the yellow cape is gonna go to the wayside once I complete the Legends quest. So pretty much I have all of the requirements for the Legends quest, except I'm about 1,000 crafting XP away from 50 crafting, which is my last requirement for Legends quest. I've just been kind of putting it off for a little while. I want to do like a video for it. I want to do something exciting for Legends quest. Maybe like do it on stream or something of that nature. A video request for like Road to Legends status on 2004Scape. The shitty thing is basically I wasn't able to really make a series out of it because I don't have like a good enough video editor. You know, I want to buy Sony Vegas. It's like $300 right now. So I got to save up a little bit of money to buy Sony Vegas. You guys know I get disability. If you follow my channel, you know I'm on disability. I'm a medication dependent psycho, basically. And that's why I get disability. But I have a business on the side that I'm working on trying to get. I have to come off disability at just the right time. in order to make sure that I never have to go back. Because it's like a 6-month process to get back on disability, and I don't want to have to, I'm not going to like purposely, like, I'm not going to like lackadaisically, like, and wind up maybe. But yeah, I am a millionaire in real life. I talk about it almost all the time. You would think that if like rich people like to hide the fact that the creating process to get to the top, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it. It's not like money is that big of a deal, but when you don't have it, it is. But if you have it, it's not. My experience with money is that it was such an excruciating process to get it that I love talking about it, that no matter what happens, I have the education to where even if somehow, some and wind up getting fucked over somehow out of my money, I could just do it again, you know? So I'm not too concerned about like, and plus that motherfucker would go to prison, right? Because you're not just going to get money from me because you want it, right? So anyone who may or may not be interested in stealing money from me, just know that it's the baseball bat to your fucking face if you steal from me. I will hunt you unless you're scuba. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, fucking, I don't understand people's mentality of this new generation of young ones think that they want to rob and steal to get ahead in life, like the ski mask way, right? Is like fucking ridiculous. This new generation has their head up their fucking ass of right from wrong, of it's not even about ethics. Okay, I understand when it's like it's the difference between thinking about it and actually doing it. And you think that just because like you think like, oh, well, maybe I'll only do like 5 years in prison and maybe I'll walk away getting rich. And some people think that that's a better alternative. Why don't you just take the 5 years to learn how to fucking make money and just do that instead of going to fucking jail? You know, some people have their fucking heads so far up their fucking ass that they think like something potentially that I've done is like that they can't do it themselves. So they would rather like try to take from me to try to get ahead in life. I will be the one to tell you that I've never done anything in something in my life that someone else couldn't theoretically do. You know, this new generation is fucking weird. This new generation is fucking weird. I come from a generation where basically like bad shit could happen to you. You know, you could get your whole family fucking killed and no one would ever ask any questions. You would just like disappear off the face of the map and no one would ever find out, not even the fucking cops or anything. And a lot of countries are still there. But now with modern day security systems and like surveillance systems and shit, it's a lot harder to get away with shit. So people with a criminal mentality, all right, Scuba, I'll talk to you later, bro. People with a criminal mentality resort different day is like People have to learn their lesson about breaking the rules one way or another, you know. And fucking me personally was a kid with a criminal mentality, but I was the type of kid where I would fucking kill your fucking ass. I'm not gonna rob you or steal from you. If I have a problem with somebody, I'm gonna fucking kill their fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? That was my criminal mentality. Everyone has to learn that lesson somehow. We have to have people that teach people those lessons. A lot of people have to learn those lessons first, and we learn those lessons by learning who face those types of consequences. Nowadays, the people that teach other people those, they like to rob and steal and do grimy shit. I was never that type of fucking person. I'm the type of person where I'll spray your fucking house full of fucking bullets if you fuck my girlfriend or something. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna fucking kill your whole family. I'm not gonna like rob you. That's shit. I'm a fucking man and I'll make my own fucking money and shit like that. But this new generation has their head up their fucking ass or something when it comes to criminal mentality and stuff. Because if you rob me, I'm gonna fucking kill your fucking ass. I'm gonna fucking hurt you, man. I'm gonna take a baseball bat to your fucking face. I'm gonna break your fucking legs, because that's the life that I come from. It's all about honor. In the hood where I live, it's all about respect and decency and dignity. And if you break that code of honor, you're fucked. One of the worst, fuck with his money or fuck with his girlfriend. What am I saying? I'm saying that this new age, like a lot of these kids where I live, I don't know if this applies to all people, but I live fucking hood, okay? Kids the age of like 16 to 22 that are still too young to realize the concept of time. That they think that going to jail, kids where I'm from like to break into houses and shit and steal shit and shit. That's not the fucking way, bro. Because if you like me as a man and men as men, the top two things you don't fuck with me about is like my women, my money, and my women, and especially my fucking kids. Because if you fuck with me in those three ways, I'm gonna fucking kill your fucking ass. You'll wind up having something terrible happen to you. And it's not just gonna be like 2 years in jail for me. It's gonna be like I'm gonna fucking catch a fucking case. Like, that's reality where I'm from. And I grew up in a fucking world where bad shit could fucking happen to you. Okay. ADT, home security, was not a fucking thing in 1998. If you were on the playground and a car pulls up on the fucking playground, that means you and your friends better fucking dip out of there before something happens to you. And people, like, they'll kill your whole family. These people, they'll kill your whole family. The mafia and shit, they'll kill your whole family and no one will ever ask any questions. These days, it's a lot harder to get away with shit. But trust and believe, it still fucking exists, guys. It's called the government. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking play about that shit. If you fuck people, is like men in where I'm from, in my city. If you fuck with my money, my kids, or my woman, I will fucking kill your whole family. That's the code of ethics where I'm from. Okay. And that's the way it will always fucking be for me. Okay. This new generation has their heads up their fucking ass. Like people age 22 or 23, 18, 25 and younger, you miss the party by like 5 years. You have no fucking idea what it means to live in a world that is not cozy and secure and safe. That you can't even walk down the fucking street without worrying about getting kidnapped or something bad happen to you. You know, it's fucking crazy. The world we come from, like my age and younger, or I mean, sorry, my age and older is like fucking crazy. Is like the fucking jungle. Is like the concrete jungle. Listen to Nas, okay? Listen to 50 Cent. Listen to Jay-Z. What is the context of the music? Is like, I'm gonna shoot 'em up type shit, right? Is like, they'll kill your fucking ass. There are certain people, and certain people, those certain people sometimes still exist, where they will fucking kill your fucking ass. Something terrible will happen to you. They'll kill your whole fucking family, you know. And it's like, I'm the type of fuck with my money, my kids, or my woman, I will kill your whole fucking family in certain cases. You know, some of us still haven't learned. And some of us don't want to fucking learn. Okay. And it's not a fucking facade. Because that's the world that I come from. Of fucking hip hop music where you think it's cool to fuck people's girlfriends is like the context of the music, or robbing people instead of like trying to start a business and get ahead in life. You want to wear a ski mask like Pooh Shiesty and rob people and shit. I will fucking kill your fucking ass if you fuck with my money in that way. I have a motherfucker out there right now that is like ducking me for 12 years that won't show up to the fucking fight. That I don't know where this motherfucker lives is the only reason why I haven't beat the shit out of this motherfucker. I invited him to a fight last month. Okay. Is the only reason why this motherfucker, I'm waiting to find out where this motherfucker lives so I could fucking take a fucking baseball bat to this motherfucker. I do not fucking play, bro. I do not fucking play. So one of these days, I'll be offline for 3 or 4 months or maybe a year or two for handling my business. There's a such thing, children, life called handling your fucking business. Is what happens when you have to stand up for your fucking honor. Is you might have to do a few months in jail, but it's fucking worth it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's fucking worth it. I don't play that shit of like, oh, I'm if you want, I can't bring you into my Facebook, but I just challenged him to a fight 2-3 weeks ago. Okay. And he's still running his fucking mouth. I'm going to hurt this motherfucker. So one of these days I'm going to be offline for 3 or 4 months. And don't question too much what happened is I've got a few of these fucking guys out there. You better check my fucking profile. Okay. You better check my fucking resume. I do not fucking play. In the past 10 years, I've been in 4 fights and won all 4 of them. Okay. Fights was just me standing up for myself. I do not fucking play, bro. I do not fucking play. Okay. You better check my fucking you better check my fucking profile. You better check my fucking resume because I do not fucking play. And the more that the worse it's going to fucking be for him. He wants to talk shit, but he won't show up to the fight. I said, meet me in this location today, motherfucker. I've made a post on Facebook and I said, hey, I tagged his wife in the fucking Facebook post. I said, if you ever need a real man, you know where to find me. You know. So he's running his fucking mouth so he doesn't look like a little bitch in front of his wife. But he knows what the fuck it is. If he's smart, he knows what the fuck it is. I'm going to beat the fucking tail off this motherfucker. And it's not about the money. It's not like he hurt me too bad financially. I am fucking shitting bricks of gold, dude. I make millions of dollars. I've made fucking hundreds of millions of dollars, bro. Whatever happened when we were 18 is like, all you gotta fucking do. I contacted him. I said, bro, I want you to say sorry and I want my fucking money. And it's not about the money. It's about the fucking principle of the thing. He says, blah, blah, blah. Blah, you can't hold someone accountable for something they did years ago. I said, motherfucker, then give me my fucking money back. He doesn't know that I'm a fucking millionaire. Okay. He's probably inspired by me. He started a business like about a year after I started my business. So he's probably fucking inspired by me to even have a business in the first place. I said, yo, man, I made up a story and said, I need the $100 back, which I don't, but that's what I told him. And he's like, and he didn't send me the money. So it's like, he must not either have the money or he wants to play that shit. I promise you on all my fucking heart and integrity, this motherfucker has it coming. That he wants to think I'm fucking soft, that I'm not going to take action against him. He's going to fuck around and find out is what the fuck is going to happen. I am not too fucking rich to catch this motherfucker in jail. Unlike the motherfucker that stole money from me 12 years ago. No, this is not AI. This is me. My name is Mike. What is this? I almost forgot I was even on old school RuneScape. I am so fucking livid by this motherfucker. I am so fucking pissed. I've been living my life for 10 years thinking I had all these fucking friends. I started hitting people up from high school these past couple of years. Back up like 10 friends. You know, I've got my fraternity, but I've got 10 like good close friends, you know, which is good, but you know, I've got like 10 friends, you know. Yeah, this is 2004Scape. You may have heard of it. Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. Basically, I get 130 gigabytes of high-speed data, and it just fucking blows through in like fucking goddamn like 2 weeks. And fucking, yeah, it's bullshit. But are we here for the conversation or are we here for the game? Yeah, man. Fucking, I played in 2004 very briefly. I played for like 6 months to a year. And then I had to go to school and shit. You know, my friends convinced me. My friends came to hang out instead of sitting in the house playing video games. So that's what I did, and I wish I would have just played video games. They just wound up getting me in fucking trouble and shit. You know, always wanted me out of the house, or not my father, but my stepdad, you know, always wanted me out of the house, like hanging out with people and stuff. He wanted me out in the world when he didn't know, and my family didn't know that I was like helplessly addicted to drugs. And I was doing drugs every day, like smoking weed and like ecstasy, partying and hallucinogens and acid and stuff, and drinking all the time. And what yeah, man, and fucking crazy shit. Crazy fucking shit. Is like people you know what I'm saying? Video games have really become like a way of the future. You know, I really do believe that in the future they're going to judge people a lot. We're going to judge each other a lot based on how well we do in video games and stuff. Because really, video games really are sort of like a half-life if you really think about it. You know, but pretty much, we don't recognize it very openly today, but pretty much really is like a measure of a man is how well we perform in video games and shit. You know, I don't know. It's like I almost with Rune, I never expected video games to be that sincere, that serious of a thing that we decide like the quality of a man based on, or like the achievement of men, the uh building show. If you can be like number best in class, or like get 200 mil in a skill on like 200 goal on like RuneScape would be like having like an IQ like 199 or 2. By the way, guys, I believe I found a new tick manipulation method is by swapping. If I show you over here, is by swapping your text style on RuneScape. Let's check and see if this works. But that would be like a pretty crazy fucking thing. Or to like right click your cat. You know, that's like 2 new tick manipulation strategies that I found. So like stroke your cat, like your pet cat on RuneScape, or to switch your combat attack style. Some people, they like to like use like a knife on the fish offcuts at the barbarian fishing or whatever. I like to try to find like more like, or to use an item on another item, right? To like use an item on another item, like resets the tick timer, the clock on like the in-game, like, and I was like, if you think about it, does tick manipulation even work? Is it even increase XP per hour? Has anyone really like done like vast like research on how that works? Or do we just accept it as fact? Like if you're chopping down a tree, for example, why do we just assume that the tick timer resets every time we get a log? Wouldn't it make more sense if it is already a constant stream of like, of like fucking input into the server, to me, I'm not even confident if tick manipulation even really works. I honestly question its edgeability, is reality, is if tick manipulation even really works to increase experience per hour. Because if you ask me, if you're performing an action in game, such as fishing, it makes more sense that, like, if you're sitting there at the fishing spot, like, as long as you're still fishing, it is just a constant stream of input as catching fish. Did Jagex ever confirm that tick manipulation is even real? Because I doubt it. I really have my doubts, I really have my fucking doubts. I really have my fucking doubts if tick manipulation is even works to increase XP per hour. Is like it makes more sense that performing an action in game, basically, you're already performing a constant stream of action. So why would you have to reset the tick timer in order to increase XP per hour? It makes more sense that it is already a constant stream of action, of input into the game. If anything, tick manipulation might decrease XP per hour. Who decided that tick manipulation even works? Has anyone confirmed this? I would love to know. Like, with multiple methods, with like over multiple hours, or did someone just like get lucky with some RNG and catch like multiple fish in a row? To me, I don't even know, bro. It seems like tick manipulation isn't even a thing. It doesn't even work. There's no point. You're just burning yourself out. You're burning your adrenal system by fucking trying to assume that difficult tasks have to be difficult. That just because the reward is very good, that the input has to be very high. To get 200 mil all skills, to make millions of dollars in real life, you just got to be smart with it. It doesn't require that you work very hard. It just requires that you work very smart. Work smart versus work hard means that why do tick manipulation when you're just assuming the worst, that basically that just because the reward is very good, that at the end of the day you get 200 mil kills, right? Just because the reward is very good, that the input must be very high, that you must have to put in like crazy amounts of work to really achieve it. That's one thing I noticed about life, man, is just because I don't remember if I heard that from someone else, or if I came up with that one by myself, because I do come up with a lot of shit by myself, But don't just assume because the end result is very dear that you have to put in like a lot of work to achieve it. I've achieved crazy shit in my life, and most of everything that I've accomplished in my life came very easily, actually. They say, like, I've been through a lot of shit, but it was not a very painful, excruciating process. A steady stream of input is just fine. To always be on your game is beneficial. But we like to assume that just because a reward that the output is very high, that the input must be very high as well. And that's not true, I don't think. You know, I used to think the same thing, that like, because if you want to be a billionaire, you have to work like crazy hard. You know, I found that making hundreds of millions of dollars, or even billions of dollars, I guess, you know, yeah, maybe I work a lot, but work twice as much as the average individual that works a job. Think about it this way. You know, some people sit behind a desk. Some people play video games for a living and make like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some people work like shitty fucking factory jobs and shit and make like 30, 40, $50,000, like with their body and shit. Some people work like construction and make like a couple tens of thousands. Some people work like and play RuneScape at work and make like hundreds of thousands with no fucking outside education or anything. Life is not fair sometimes, you know, but you got to believe I believe in a big way that God is good. That for the most part, yeah, like if you want to make more than other people, you have to work harder than other people. I do believe in that. But as for tick manipulation on RuneScape, a lot of times we do tend to overcomplicate shit. And it ain't right, you know. It ain't right, you know. Keep in mind, God, as far as I know, was just born that way. He was just born being God. He didn't like work hard to win the trophy of being God. We were not born. We were born into privilege with internet and computers and like free will and the ability to choose your own destiny and to work hard for your certain destiny. But like we didn't work for any of this shit. You know, certain things in life are free. You know, certain things in life are fucking basically free. Hey, well, you got to work a little bit. You got to pay the gas bill. You got to pay the light bill. As I say, you know, you got to work a little bit to pay the man, to pay the gods for the work that they put in to give us this life. You know, but for the most part, all of us are born into some sort of privilege. God, as far as I know, was just born that way. He wasn't like elect or chosen, or he was just born that way, you know. So we're born with certain privilege. That's the way God designed it, is that we automatically like, but yeah, we have to pay the electric bill. That's why electricity can never be free. It's like one of the things that we have to pay for in life as a allegory is that we have to pay for electricity. Because energy is not free. Energy is not free. There will always, for all generations of all of man, we will be required to pay the fucking gas bill. That's what I know. That's what I endorse. That's what I promote almost for a fucking fact. I don't like that shit of like, oh, well, I didn't ask to be born, blah, blah, blah. But why do I have to work for shit? If you can't appreciate being handed a good life on a silver platter with a golden ladle, with internet and fucking, but we still don't know what happens when we die. We just like to assume that all the work that we do in this life will count towards something. That's what you have to assume. And you have to presume that the men that are elect to be in charge of other men like myself, I own a business and I'm a guy that you have to have people who own businesses, and you have to have people who work for people who own businesses, and I'm someone who owns a fucking business. You know, I'm one of the lucky few, I guess. My grandfather looked me in the face when I was 3 years old and said, "Bud, you have to have people who own businesses, and you have to have people who work for people who own businesses." And he said, "Bud, I'm a motherfucker who works for people who own businesses." So from that day forward, I promised my family and myself that I would be a motherfucker to get us out of this shit. That we will be motherfuckers who own businesses, you know. And from that day forward, at the age of 19, straight out of high school, I got fired from my job. I was in college. It was a grand coincidence that I got fired from my job when I was in my first semester in college. And I had $3,000 in the bank, and I thought, like, now's the time. And I acted immediately. And I said, I'm never going back. Today's the fucking day. And that's when it happened. I got certified in personal training. Okay. I started small. I started out as a personal trainer. Okay. But still, to be independent is like something to be proud of versus like my previous life of working for minimum wage, you know. And basically destiny worked itself out for me because I'd always been willing to make the sacrifices and the compromises in order to succeed in business. And that's what I do with my fucking life, man. I can't go a fucking day without my RuneScape, but as per basically the rules of my disability check, I'm only allowed to make $1,600 a month from my business before they start fucking with my money and shit, my disability money, you know. And you know, and pretty much, you know, and basically, you know, I got to come off of disability at just the right time. Who would have guessed that fucking my path to living my 12-year-old dream of playing RuneScape for my lifestyle would manifest as getting a disability check? That was my only desire when I was fucking 12 or 14 years old, was to play RuneScape for my lifestyle. But then I had one of those little shitheads, a mini me. I had a fucking child with a woman, and now I have to provide for my child. And pretty much, you know, and like, once you have a fucking child, the game changes forever, you know. You can't go back to being a fucking couch, sleeping on a fucking couch in your apartment so you don't waste 50 ticks of XP on your way from your bedroom to your fucking computer. You know, it's like, you have to, like, I found that having a child, I have to normalize my life. I've made the decision to more or less normalize my life so I could set a better example to show my child how to be like a proper adult. Because my family, they smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol, and behind the curtains, behind closed doors, they were smoking weed. My mom and my stepfather were weed smokers, and they like to do drugs and stuff, which that energy, that negative, toxic, subconscious law of attraction, like, rubbed off on me. And I became a fucking drug addict at the age of 14. I left all that behind at the age of 18 or 19, you know, and but thank God I was able to leave that behind, that I have a family. Blue? Who's blue? Thank God that I have a family that fucking cares about me, that got me involved with the psychiatric system when I was like 18 or 19. They got me in with psychiatrists and shit so that I could get prescribed medication to become a more optimal human being, so that I could be able to think more clearly and stuff, so that they could convert me from street drugs to basically doctor prescribed medications. That they don't, I don't get high off of my medicine, but it helps me realize like what's good for me, you know. And you know, is like I'm just very fortunate that I to have a family that cares about me and stuff, to get me involved in the mental health care system. They got me on Medicare, or no, not Medicare, Medicaid. What the fuck? How come my character isn't fucking moving? No, seriously. Got me on, like, involved originally, is got me involved in the sort of like welfare system of like Medicare and Medicaid. And I never wanted any of that shit, by the way. It was never my decision to go on disability. It was never my decision to have Medicaid and shit like that. Is my family, my grandmother literally said, "Get in the car, we're going somewhere." And she made me fill out the application for Medicaid. And basically, before I went on medication, I was like doing, like, I guess rather like okay mentally. I had like a few like mental flaws, but I was not officially disabled at that age. It was actually the effect of coming on and off of different medications that caused me to become schizophrenic. The withdrawal effects of medications caused me to become mentally ill, and missing doses of your medicine fucking hurts your brain and shit. So basically, now I'm dependent on medication in order to be fully functional. But basically, even as I attempt to test my ability to work, I find that I have a hard time, especially having now low testosterone, and is like, I'm just fucked, you know, especially like in high school, taking like hallucinogens and stuff. I'm just fucked, right? But I can recall being like 17. Uh, yeah, well, maybe like reference point is reading around the internet. I've heard that actually a lot of people have a hard time keeping a job. But like a dream that a lot of people have is to find a job that doesn't fire them. So now I have like a reference point to compare myself to, but maybe those are people who have underlying diagnoses that are undiagnosed. Because if you're getting fired from your fucking jobs all the time, you're like, might have something wrong with you. Like for me personally, I'm diagnosed schizophrenic. You know, the doctor says I'm schizophrenic, but you know, like as far as long back as I could remember, maybe I got fired from a few jobs, but starting out in the mental health system, I think I was like maybe like at least, 50% of like an efficient human being. But it was the fucking medication itself and the withdrawal effects and skipping doses of my medicine where I told myself, like, I don't need this fucking medication. Then you take yourself off the medication without your doctor's oversight and it fucks up your brain. So now I'm on 7 different medications to be this fucking good. And I still have my fucking moments of like, I'm like, I still, like, I have my fucking moments of like unclarity where that's what schizophrenia for me basically is. It's not that I fucking eat poop. I do not eat poop. And like, I don't hear voices and shit. Schizophrenia is a blanket term, just like bipolar disorder is a blanket term. Schizophrenia is almost like a spiritual imbalance of like, I personally have delusions and stuff about like of like, I have my days where like I might go fucking crazy and wind up like fucking killing somebody or hurting somebody or even myself, which I've done before. Not, I've never killed somebody, but I fucking beat people up thinking that they're like talking shit about me when they weren't. Like literally attacked people physically or like punched like staff at like a hospital. Not is where you don't think things through all the way. I don't know. Like my hindsight is yes, I have a mental illness. But sometimes, bro, it seems like in during moments of clarity, I can identify when I'm doing fine. But it's in moments of clarity when I realize that I have moments when I'm not fine. And that's what schizophrenia is having moments of of like impulsive behavior and delusions and believing in false realities or having like beliefs about falsities of reality. And for me is like for example, one of my first apartments, I would get paid from my disability check. And I know that you need to have a roof over your head. I have no delusions about that. But during moments of delusion, you're fucking crazy, right? You're crazy. You're not acting in your right mind. So I would get paid and I would go spend my money on fucking shit on the internet instead of paying my rent, thinking like there was no differentiation in my thoughts. It's just like, oh, I'm going to fucking buy some shit on the internet with no rhyme or reason, knowing that I have to pay my rent. Like that shit was fucking weird in hindsight. And I don't know why I did that, but I did it. And this year, I was going to fucking kill somebody. But basically, I don't have a car to go get them. Is the only reason they're fucking alive right now. For no damn good reason. Just because I don't like that motherfucker. And I feel like the energy from like a mile away that this motherfucker like has a negative opinion of me or something. Like I believe in that sort of thing. I haven't confirmed it. Is that schizophrenia? Because I believe in that sort of thing. And that's what schizophrenia basically is a lack of solidity in your identification of the truth of reality. Life is very fucking crazy and cool, but schizophrenia is that like gray line between like what is real and what is not. And I bet you Like when I identify the truth of like what is real and what is not, like who do I have to talk to? You can't talk to your psychiatrist about these things. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I don't know. You know, see, that's another fucking crazy moment right there. Can't talk to your psychiatrist about these things because that's the number one person you should talk to about these things. Because I don't want to be labeled a fucking schizophrenic. You know, I want to be fucking normal. You know, I don't want people having that opinion of me that I'm fucking schizophrenic. You know, but basically, I'm a type of motherfucker that might wind up in prison. That might like do some crazy shit and fucking like eat somebody, like kill them and eat them, or like fucking, you have no idea, or like steal from a store when there's no like, there's like a blur between imagination and reality, you know. Like steal from a store, like I don't know. I don't know. Is like something that I used to do a lot, is like steal a lot from stores. I don't steal from people, but like walk into Walmart and, you know, like take a couple things out of there. Like if when I was 19, I've been fired from 6 jobs by the point I started doing this, to like be in between jobs and go into Walmart and like take what you want and leave. Fill like a backpack full of stuff and just walk out the front door. You know, is like, yeah, I is like schizophrenia is I can get a job, but I can't keep a job, you know? So that's the fucked up thing is and it's very sad because there's a lot of undiagnosed people out there that appear to be normal, but have an underlying diagnosis. They keep getting fired from their jobs, or they keep like losing their fucking mind for like a very, for me, it's a very temporary period of time. It's called psychosis, where you like lose your fucking marbles for a second and wind up doing something fucking crazy. But when you're in psychosis, you can't differentiate between what's good and bad for you. And I'm gonna have a protein shake real quick. Like I'm trying to become a pro bodybuilder. You know, I got like fucking dreams and goals for my life. I don't want to spend my life locked up in a psych ward. I've spent a year and a half of my life in psych wards, like trying to get better. But I just can't fucking, it just doesn't work. You know, the medication that they have, sometimes it's good for a lot of things, but it doesn't like do the whole thing, you know. It's good for a lot of things, but it doesn't like do the whole job. You know, in a lot of ways, these drugs, psychotropic drugs, are like steroids for your brain. Literally fucking steroids for your brain. But, you know, it's like there's only like 40 drugs that are common that they always keep in pharmacies. So for me, I'm just fucked. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucked. I'll be right back. All right. Let's have a little protein shake. But yeah, you see, and then people think that because I'm schizo and I have delusions that I have like some sort of like that I'm all the way crazy all the time, which is not fucking true. Is like schizophrenia is not a mild fucking illness. Schizophrenia is not a mild fucking illness, but it's not a constant for me personally, is not a constant thing. I have more or less moments of unclarity is what it is. It's called psychosis. I have psychosis. I'm psycho. If someone pisses me off, I go fucking psycho, even a little bit. Or if like I have problems managing my money, or I know what's good for me, but I do the wrong fucking thing. Or like I don't like, or I might like shit talk my manager, like fucking burst out at my manager, is like, I don't know how to explain it. There's no way to fucking explain it. Is not being clear, not having that clarity, not having that clarity on all the time. Another word for schizo is fucking psycho. I'm like a fucking certified psycho, but it's actually kind of like, it does have a cure. I think it does have a cure. I don't believe I'll be schizo forever. I think all I have to do is go through enough bullshit, especially with money and stuff, to go through enough bullshit to realize like you can't fucking spend your rent money on cigarettes and shit. Like, is weeding out the negatives to find the positives. That is what for me narrows down the fucking truth of things. And every day is a fucking struggle explaining to people, like, yes, I have fucking mental health disorders. They're really bad. And if I'm ever like panhandling, ability doesn't give me like everything that I need. And the people, they look at me and say like, why don't you get a fucking job, you bum? And it's like, bro, like I would more than love to. If I had a choice, I would probably work a job rather than be on disability. I would love to have a job. But fucking, I don't know, bro. It fucking perplexes me. What the fuck? Oh my fucking God, bro. Damn it. I literally have been sitting here for fucking, like, it must have been like a fucking hour sitting here. Like, God damn it. I must have been sitting here for a fucking hour just showing my webcam. It fucking boggles my mind how people can like maintain a job and like a fucking house and like and like fucking do that. You know, how do you do that? How do you keep a job and always have money for your bills and always like bro, like I am 99% confident that if I get like a job, I pretty much am can even get a job, which I can't because my medication that keeps me sane 95% of the time, but literally 95% of the time, that 5% of the time is what gets me in trouble. You know, makes me sleep like fucking 12 hours a goddamn day. So I'm in this fucked up ass life where I have to save money like on a car. I have to save my money for like 2 fucking years to get a fucking goddamn car. You know, and it's bullshit. And a big thing is if I wind up in the hospital, in the mental care facility for like, they have like inpatient care where I live. They have like mental hospitals where I live, where you go there for like 2 weeks and you medication rebalanced and they keep a close eye on you and stuff. Schizophrenia is basically a blur between and reality. So and psychosis is when that blur like acts out, you know, but is like especially if it's a dose of your medicine or something, you could be fucked for like 2 weeks. Like if I miss a dose of my medication right now, I'm fucked for like anywhere from 2 weeks to like a couple months, or start a medication. And if you stop taking your medication, that's where people wind up like homeless on the streets and shit. Because they literally cannot act for themselves. Like the stereotype of like the sad case, like homeless person that is schizophrenic, is the underlying story behind a lot of those people that do exist. I have a buddy who used to pop pills and shit. And like, you know, people get prescribed medication and, you know, you sell your pills to dumbasses for like money because drug addicts will do anything to try to get high. And I know that because I've lived it. It doesn't sound real, but it's real. Drugs that don't even get you fucking high, people take those fucking drugs to get high, like fucking whatever it might be. You know, if it's a pill, people take the fucking pill to try to get high. and people make like buku money selling fucking bullshit like Valium. Have you ever had have you ever heard of Valium? I took a Valium once when I was in my drug days, and it doesn't even do nothing, but people talk about it like, or they said it was a Valium, and then sometimes people sell their like psychiatric medication, which Valium is considered a psychiatric medication. Eminem got addicted to anxiety meds like Valium. Valium is an anxiety med. And then he came off of the Valium and he's like all fucking weird and shit for like a few years. He probably had to get prescribed like something to the fucking the weirdness, you know, so that he could be like fucking normal again. That's what happens if you come off of these drugs, is you have to like, is you're never the same. Once that chemical hits your bloodstream, you're like fucked, right? You know, and and actually the same drugs that were supposed to make just made me even more like crazy when I came off of them. Is like the fucking corporations, everywhere from fucking the food we eat to the fucking medicine that we put in our body. They're doing everything they fucking can to get your fucking money. I was like, it's fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, you know. Is like, they roll through that drive-through every fucking day. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm sick of seeing fucking douchebag corporations win. You know, I'm sick of seeing fucking douchebag corporations win. You know, isn't God supposed to be good and fair and like fucking support like, isn't God supposed to support like fucking positivity and stuff? And yet the McDonald's company is like going nowhere anytime soon, but is known now that movie The Founder came out. Everyone fucking hates McDonald's ethics, but yet they choose to buy their stuff. You know, I don't fucking play that shit. I do not fucking play that shit. If I don't like a fucking company, I don't buy their shit. I do not fucking eat at McDonald's, you know. Every time I walk past McDonald's, I yell out to the people in the drive-thru, McDonald's sucks. McDonald's can kiss my ass. McDonald's can suck my balls. Bro. And to be loud and clear is to be fucking honest with your doctor. He prescribed me, my doctor at one point prescribed me a drug called lithium. That once you stop taking it, makes you suicidal. And not on purpose, but just as a side effect. Makes you suicidal. So before a doctor ever gives you, he will ask you, do you own a gun or anything that you have that you can use to hurt yourself? And if the answer is yes, he will not prescribe you lithium. It's a great drug. That's where, when I came off of lithium, that's when I had my suicide attempt. I had many suicide attempts. It was some fucked up shit, you know. Like, so that's when it really like drilled into me, like you have to be 1000% honest with your doctor. Whether if you are a fucking coke addict, bro, like one time, I don't buy drugs, but one time I did some coke and wound up in the emergency room. And, you know, these people that work in the medical department, that work in healthcare, they're not going to fucking get you in trouble or nothing. You just got to tell them what the fuck is going on, because that's how they can treat you. You know, like you see these dudes that take steroids. You see these dudes that take steroids that they go into the doctor all juiced up on steroids, all jacked up on steroids, until the doctor, and they live their fucking life and never get arrested or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Is like all you gotta fucking do is be honest. Healthcare professionals is one of the people that you got to be fucking honest to. If you're high on cocaine, don't fucking tell cops that, but tell the fucking medical professional that. So what's up with you guys, man? Are you guys up to anything good tonight? I really want to hop off the stream and listen to some good music, but I'm probably just gonna plug my headphones into my phone. Gonna pop open my playlist and listen to some good music on my phone. God damn. Streams, bro. So I will never ask for donations or anything like that. I just enjoy building a presence. That's all I care about. Is your viewership. And I do not accept sponsorships for these videos. So goddamn, I'm fucking cold. Cold in here. I started eating like started eating like a lot more fruits and vegetables and shit. And what's up, viewers? How you guys doing? People tend to pop in and pop out of the stream within about 5 seconds usually. So I think what I'm going to do is stick to making videos. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bullshit, but unless if you guys want to stick around for a while, I don't know, man. If that ticker hits 0 viewers again, I'm just going to fucking leave up out of here. Never really dreamed of high profile like streamer. That's a video maker is all I ever really wanted. I just wanted to hop on here and give you guys some content. Some people really enjoy it. It's like you either love it or you hate it. The people that enjoy it to really enjoy it, don't like it, but there's a big middle point where people are kind of like decent, but it seems like there's a lot of people that really enjoy my shit, and I just want to keep bringing that good shit to the table. And you know, but anyways, as I was saying before, I've been eating a lot of like fruits and vegetables and shit. A lot of clean, more like hell of a lot of like clean foods and shit now. Like right now, today I've been eating like a lot of like tomatoes and like green beans. And the worst thing I ate today, I think, was a protein shake. You know, like processed like protein powder. That's a lie, but maybe like I had like a small chips here, which I just remembered. But usually on the average day, I do eat a little bit less clean than I ate today. But maybe I could find some momentum in just eating like straight up clean. You know, I eat like I ate like some corn today. I got 4 eggs. Okay, 4 eggs are ripe for the to add to my protein shake. Yes, I am adding raw eggs to my protein shake. Is something I really do. Am I doing that? Well, I trust whole food sources of protein much more than I trust the alternative, I guess you could say. I love protein shakes. I love protein shakes. But I've been trying to go like more like legit, like to go like more like whole food sources of protein, tuna. I got a couple cans of tuna over here, like ripe for the devouring. 4 eggs in there. I want to go like maybe like I don't know, man. A few more eggs, like it's not that big of a deal. I've been eating good all day. And with the raw eggs, usually I put Nesquik powder, like everyone knows Nesquik, right? Nesquik powder is shit. Like I Nesquik powder with my raw eggs. Like yeah, bro. Like if you eat if you eat raw eggs, they have a little bit weird on the other side, but I'm quite confident that I'll be fine, you know. But soon as that viewer clock hits 0 again, like it did a few minutes ago, I'm gonna be out of here, man. I'm gonna go watch the Rocky movies or something. Fucking wasting my breath here on the stream if ain't nobody enjoying it. I got you, Nick. Thank you for the advice. A slideshow. What does that mean? What is it, like lagging a lot? I'll probably just stick to making videos, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, when I record videos, it's nice and smooth. I just spent like good money on a better computer than I had before. Now it's my fucking internet is 1 FPS. Damn. All right, bro. Well, I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna take his words. So, but if you watch this stream replay, thank you guys for tuning in, man. Don't forget to subscribe. My videos are still the shit. You know, idea. It seems like YouTube's built-in live stream tool. YouTube's built-in live stream tool